Welcome back, everyone. We are so happy to have you here for our first episode of Four Authors and a Mystery in 2020.
As a reminder, I'm Kiersten Modglin, author of The Good Neighbors.
I'm Rachel Renee, author of The Cully Files.
I'm Emerald O'Brien, author of the Knox and Shepherd Mystery Series.
I'm Laurèn Lee, author of When Houses Burn. So if you watched our last episode, it was a little bit of an intense, dark theme. So for our first episode of the new year, we wanted to start off by going behind the scenes of our group and our video series to add kind of a lighter first episode. So we are excited to share some behind the scene details of how we met, how we do our videos, and other things like that.
So to get to where we are now, this video recording, I think we have to go back to how this whole thing started and why we decided to do a video series in the first place. So we all kind of started in this bigger online Facebook group for mystery suspense writers. And the four of us really hit it off and decided to kind of break away and start chatting privately in our own little group.
So we talk daily about books and life, and we realize that we share a lot of common interests. And obviously that all kind of started and centered around mystery and suspense, both writing it, reading it, and loving it in general. So we wanted to give our readers, like new readers and our old loyal readers, something to look forward to from us, something that was something in between our books that they could watch, and a different form of media to consume, and something that would that we could share with them, that would be sharing our passion as we shared it with each other, because we realized, how excited we were about everything, and we thought, our readers would probably love this too. So I had the thought of doing something kind of different, and I suggested creating videos where we did, hung out and talked about what we had been talking about over chat on Facebook. And so I decided that I would reach out to the girls and ask if that's something they'd be interested in. And then Kiersten suggested that we could host that on YouTube, which was great. And that's kind of how it all came about. So we created the channel and we've posted our videos here.
Yeah, so like the other girls have mentioned, we have a chat, and that's something that started pretty early on and something that we still have today, and we talk just about daily on it. But fun fact, the first time we'd ever talked in person, or on video, I guess, the first time we'd ever heard each other's voices and really connected was during the taping of the first episode. So it was pretty exciting for all of us and a new experience.
So once we all agreed to do this monthly mystery series, the first step was to think of a name for our group. We had a lot of different ideas before we ended up settling on Four Authors and a Mystery. Some of our ideas were Femme Fatales, Killers and Thrillers, Scream Queens, Twisted Sisters, International Killers, because one of our group members is from another country. We also had, Mystery Made Me Do It, Four Mavens of Mystery. So there were a lot of different varieties. We all kind of decided we wanted to include mystery somehow. So, right off the bat, people who didn't know of us, they would know or have an idea of what our group and video series was about. So eventually we settled on Four Authors and a Mystery. We don't exactly remember who proposed it, but we all liked it, and that is what we still are today.
Yeah.
Another fun fact for you guys, when we did our first video, we all wanted to dress alike, and so we agreed to wear black shirts because most of us wear black most days anyway. And it's just kind of become a thing. It's no longer planned. We've opened it up and said you can wear whatever. It doesn't really matter. But consistently, every time we come back to record, we're like, everyone's wearing black again.
For me, the first impressions were you all seemed exactly like I thought you would be, which is kind of refreshing because sometimes you don't know, through text messages, through online messaging, things can get misstrued and seem kind of, off. But when, the four of us actually got on this video chat together and talked and got through the very first video, I realized that you ladies were all exactly who you said you were. And I really enjoyed that and still enjoy that. So
I actually have to agree with that too. Aside from the normal nerves that you would have before like meeting a bunch of people all at once that you had been talking to previously, and not only that, but doing it on the day you're filming a video for a lot of people to see. But so that can cause some nerves and a little bit of apprehension. But I totally agree that I think maybe because we had been talking previously. I don't know if it's like preconceived like notions or assumptions or just like the feeling I got from everyone, but I do remember that it was very like comforting, and we were all pretty vulnerable with each other, which I think really, made it so that we all knew that we were all kind of going through the same thing, just like we were all interested in the same kind of thing that we wanted to discuss. So that was comforting for me, and I also agree that everyone was kind of just how they portrayed themselves.
Yeah, I think that we all kind of came into it, and before we started filming, we talked about how we were kind of nervous to do it. I don't think any of us were like incredibly comfortable on camera. We tried to make each other feel better, and there were, mess ups and bloopers, and we all just kind of laughed through it, and it was like, it's not a big deal, we'll just redo it. And actually, fun fact, again, the first video that we filmed the entire thing, and then I went to start editing it, and Laurèn's head was cut like from here. You could only see like here down. And so we had to refilm the entire first episode, and everyone was such a good sport about it. And I think that, from that very first episode, from our group chats even before that, we've just had a really great group, and we all get along and play off each other's strengths, and it's wonderful.
So my first impressions were, I guess I was actually more nervous about other people's impressions of me. I'm a very, very shy person before I get to know someone. And then once I do, I usually don't shut up. But I was really nervous, like what these girls would, think of me, it was just very nerve-wracking. But everyone, like we said, was very comforting, and we were all nervous, and it was something that we could share together, the nerves and the anxiety. But yeah, just very grateful for everyone. We have this video series, but we're also much more than authors, or they're my really good friends, and we talk every day. So from nervousness to now sometimes maybe even oversharing our daily lives. But yeah.
I totally agree. And I also just want to add, it was kind of like, along with that vulnerability, no one was really like, playing it cool or trying to be something that they weren't. And so although we were taking this seriously, we weren't taking ourselves too seriously, because we were able to laugh at each other, with each other at situations. So that was really good. Yeah.
I think that's one of the best parts about filming this. Like, every month, there's some point when we're all just cracking up to the point that we have to stop recording and like take a minute to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
We do. We get along so well, and there's always just a moment where it's just hilarious.
So once we decided to pursue the video series, one thing that was very important to all of us was making sure that not one person or people were doing one thing more than another. We really wanted to work together as a team and collaborate and make sure that all the work was divvied up equally, because we are a team, and we just wanted us all to be equal and have our own share of the work. So now we're going to tell you about what each of our roles are for the video series. So my role as part of the video series is doing a lot of the social media post scheduling. So just sharing what we're going to post, when we're going to post, along with graphics that we have made, and just making sure that, all our posts are consistent, things like that, and just making sure that everyone knows what's going on with our video series.
And so every month we decide on kind of a topic that we want to do. Collectively, we kind of, throw things out there. Some months, Emerald has ideas, and other months, Kiersten and Laurèn, we kind of just throw ideas out there, and then we decide on what we want to talk about for our video. And then my main job is to create an outline so that we kind of, can stay on topic through the video and get through it in a timely manner, so that we're, not sitting here chatting for hours on end, which we probably could do if we didn't have an idea of where we were going. And then I try to get it out a couple days before the video so the ladies can look over it and add, anything that I may have missed or anything that they think would also be beneficial to add into the video. So.
And I am, my role with the videos, I do the editing. So every month, I'm the one that records the videos, and then when we're all done, I go through and do all the editing, and then I send it to the girls before it ever goes live and make sure that everything's, okay. And then I'm usually the one that uploads it to YouTube and copies the description that Rachel provides.
And then I predominantly create the graphics. So when we were first starting, I was creating our logo and any, profile pictures, headers for social media or YouTube. I also create some of the social media graphics, and Laurèn creates some of them as well. So we kind of share in that duty. And then I also create the graphics for the video that Kiersten does edit together. So she inserts those graphics, and she can, I come up with some of them, but she lets me know what else she needs. And so we work together like that.
But we each play, these parts, but we all work together to bring this video series to life. We've all participated in, the different roles, the graphics, the episode planning, the social media updates, except for the only one that is solely Kiersten's is the editing. She's the only one who has taken on that task and has done it from the very beginning. So.
So we wanted to share with our viewers and readers some of our favorite things about this whole process. So for me, I think it would have to be, after we're finished filming, and we just end up, talking about either what we want to do for the next one, or something else that we're passionate about that might have come up in the video, or just about our lives in general. We just end up talking for quite a while afterwards. So I like kind of having that like recap of how things went, the excitement about what we're going to be doing next, and just the chance to catch up with the other three authors who have become really good friends of mine. And I think that, as much as this is, videos that we film for YouTube for our readers and viewers, it's also a really great way to hang out with them. So that's probably my favorite part.
One of my favorite parts about this video series is seeing how we progress from month to month. Mm-hmm. So if you watched our first video, we were a little tense, a little nervous, and it may have been apparent to some people. But each month, I feel like every video gets better and better. And it's just really great to have something to be proud of, and that's something we can actually see us getting better with. And so I really love seeing that progression and looking forward to what we have in store for 2020.
Yeah, I think for me, it's kind of a culmination of both of what you guys have already said, but I love having friends to go talk to that understand every part of the world that, we're in. I love watching us get better. I think that, like Laurèn said, we get more comfortable with each other and in front of the camera, and, we feel better about each video that we put out. And so that's just a really great feeling. But also, I think just having a place to come and talk and discuss the things that we love to talk about, I mean, it's one thing to do it over group chat, and we do that, frequently, but to get and to basically sit down and have a conversation with you guys monthly is something that I look forward to, and when I was growing up, I loved watching like the behind the scenes on movies that I loved, because I could hear like my favorite actors tell about, their lives and the things that they did. And so for me, like, this is kind of a way for us to do that and get in front of our viewers and readers and let them know us on a really personal level. And I don't think that, I mean, now everything's changing, but when I was growing up, I didn't have that with authors that I love. There wasn't something I could go and watch my favorite author talk about things. And, I think that that's just a really cool thing. And, not that we invented it, but I think that it's just a cool experience for us as well as for the reader and viewer.
Yeah, I mean, something that, we could be involved in, still in the book world, but just a different avenue to, like Emerald said before, to reach our readers and also to connect with each other. None of us live anywhere close to each other. I think Kiersten and I are probably the closest, but still hours apart. And to be able to just get together like this on a regular basis and talk, like we're in each other's homes, but still at a distance. So I agree with everything they say and they said already. And I don't know, that just being together and working together on this project in a business that can often be, lonely. I think we've mentioned that before, writing books, but, to know that we have each other and we have this every month to, look forward to. So that's probably my favorite thing about all of this.
So I also wanted to just mention what, on behalf of the group, what we hope that our viewers and readers are taking away from our videos or getting from our videos. And Rachel touched on maybe the most important point, which was that we all feel like we are kind of in each other's homes together, and we hope that you feel that way too. We hope that we have found a way to bring our viewers and readers closer to us and all of us closer together, to have that connection with you, to really share in a more personal way with you about our writing and about the things that we're all so passionate about, that we hope that, that you are too, and that you're finding interesting topics and subjects that we are discussing. And we are always open to suggestions. So we would love if you ever leave a comment about something that you'd want to hear or know from us, we'd love to get back to you on that, either in that comment or on another video. So we're just hoping that you are, you get some entertainment out of it, that you might maybe find out some things that you didn't know before. And also that you just feel like you're hanging out with us, because we feel like we're hanging out with you. So we hope that you've all enjoyed that, because it's just something really special to us that, as Kiersten was touching on, is not the usual for authors to be able to do or to feel. And, it's just been within recent years that that's kind of been something that's more accessible. So I'm really glad that we're able to provide that and to share that.
All right. And that's it for this episode of For Authors and a Mystery. Thank you guys, as always, for watching or listening. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. Thank you for joining us. We have a lot of great things coming up for you guys this year. Bye.
Bye. This will be good for the blooper reel.
Yeah.
For the first episode of $4. All right. I have not seen that yet, so thank you for me here to skip over.
Yeah.
I saw your face and I was like, oh.
Yeah. It's just a minor plot point.
It's just minor,
Small.
real small. Someone getting eaten, whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Guys.
I know. I'm like, I don't even want to say murder. Like the
Maybe we shouldn't say it's our Christmas episode.
I know, and I was smiling during it because I didn't really know where it was going, because I thought I was doing the.
I know. Well, I was like, it's our Christmas episode, and we're gonna talk about.
I'm like, I'm just gonna drink coffee.
I've got that. I'm doing it.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. I can't stop smiling though, but this is very inappropriate.
I'll get sip on my apple juice.
Okay. And you were like, whoa.
All right.
Coffee break.
I don't know, guys. Sorry. Yeah, let me just change the ending to that. What is
Several. Okay, so
Just one emerald. No, I'm kidding.
you guys need to like have one of those cane hook things that like pulls me off.
Pulls you off.
Yep. Or like a warning flash of like you're going too far, you're going too long.
And that's it for this episode of Four
Shoot,
Authors.
sorry. Oh. Are you guys all in a little corner at the top of the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Sorry, I was trying to hold that in. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna crawl.
Sorry, guys. 1 sec. Sorry.
Can I have 1 second too? Books. I have some apocalyptic. I have.
Okay. So last month we asked our readers to, gosh, this is hard. This is a long thing to say.
I have some I can't do it. Okay. So hi everyone. Hold on.
Okay. Sorry. I'm dying. I don't even know why.
I'm gonna read that though.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my gosh, what's happening? So Emerald's gone now. Is this not doing it to anybody else?
No, you're all there.
I don't understand. Should we just keep going? And remember, she was sideways the whole time.
Yes.
Because now
Oh.
Emerald's just sideways.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that.
I'm sideways. Oh, I was.
Yeah.
No.
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Where is everyone? Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel and Laurèn are like gone
Oh.
on my screen now.
I see all of you.
They both leaned into the screen. It was so cute. Can you
Okay, we weren't supposed to do that there. were
That's
we?
okay.
Can you see me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Any other adjustments before we get started?
1. Sorry.
I can't
What was
see anything.
that?
Shoot. Sorry. Sorry.
Have a.
Okay, I'm gonna take my hair down. Sorry, guys. I feel like a scrub.
You're not.
I don't want. All right.
1, 2, 3.
I'm Rachel Renee, author of the Savannah Mysteries.
All right.
That was not the right thing. Savannah PD series. Can I say that again?
We hope to see you next year. We have plenty of exciting things coming in 2020. Bye, guys.
Bye.
We might need to change that. Sorry.
This year.
Because it is 2020.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
So if you stay tuned to the end of the video, there is another giveaway for you.
Oh, wait, down.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oops.
Okay. We'll do that one more time.
Without me talking. Okay, go. Sorry, do you guys pronounce it Gillian or Jillian? Because I've always said Jillian. Am I
Me
saying
too.
it wrong?
I think it's Gillian.
It's Gillian.
Okay.
Good to know.
Okay, so in episode, sorry. Oh, I thought someone said something.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And we're going to be discussing. Sorry.
This month
Can you
we
understand me? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the
All right.
slurs are funny though. Like, they're cute.
We're all like, doo-doo-doo.
I'll go.
Watching horror and suspense-filled. Well, sorry. Okay.
Sorry. Do you want to just redo that last?
But Emerald, you're first, right?
Oh, great. Okay. Sorry. Transition.
Just for you. As you can see, I am a scarecrow.
Yeah.
She's frozen.
Yep. Okay.
Kiersten, you were frozen.
She's a frozen scarecrow.